Taoiseach, last night RTE Investigates very powerfully demonstrated the horror, the trauma and the tragedy of the killings of Geraldine O'Reilly, 15, and Paddy Stanley, 16 years of age, in the Belturbet bombings 48 years ago, and no one has been convicted. And to further compound that grief, these families have suffered further because An Garda Síochána will not disclose the contents of the reports of the investigation to these families because the investigation is still considered live, which is utterly wrong 48 years later. As we know, many years later, the Belturbet bombing was added to the interim report of the Dublin Monaghan bombings. Taoiseach, I am asking you today that a proper and full investigation into the atrocity and murder of 2 innocent teenagers, that it's never too late to do the right thing, and full reports should be made available, open and transparent to the O'Reilly and Stanley families to bring peace to their minds and families.
I thank the deputies for raising this issue with me. The murder of 2 young innocent people in Belturbet back in 1972, 2 teenagers, Geraldine O'Reilly and Patrick Stanley, was a reprehensible crime. It is important, and I know that Deputy Brendan Smith, both Deputy Smith, have been pursuing this for quite some time, and the Garda investigation is still an open investigation, but I will pursue this issue with the British authorities and with authorities in Northern Ireland, because I accept the point that both deputies have said in relation to the fact that the families involved have been left with no answers. And unfortunately, in recent times, we have a number of cases now where many different families have not got closure. And I think this includes the British government, but also the non-state actors who continue to stay silent about what they know. They need to start living up to their obligations in terms of telling people what they know about heinous crimes of this kind. And in this particular case, I will do what I possibly can to see can we get further answers for the families.
Thank you, Taoiseach. Unfortunately, we've run out of time.